What's up? Big plans for today, big plans. As you can see, tore the transmission apart last night, cleaned up all this quite disgusting grime and grease out of the bottom. Cleaned it up. The main reason I wanted to do that was to check these bearings here. Not bearings, but they're bronze bushings. They're the Achilles heel of this type of transmission. Once these bearings wear out enough, it'll create enough space between the gears that the gears can start skipping teeth. When that happens, well, bad things happen, frankly. So I was just, they do look fine, so I'm just gonna clean this up and put it back together. I was having problems with leakage out of my input shaft, so there is actual bearings on the input shaft, and I was just wanted to check these out and make sure they were all right. What I am missing though is there was a snap ring connected. It's hard to see, but there's a snap ring that goes below the pulley and above the pulley. And without those snap rings, the O-ring seal that held all this goopy grease and lubricating stuff inside was beginning to weep out of the input shaft and was creating quite a mess. So I'm going to clean the gears up a little bit more, put new, re-lubricate all the gears and everything else inside the transmission, and I'm going to sew it back up. So I know everybody's been itching to see a video of how I'm going to do my shifter, but what good is a shifter without a transmission to shift to? So for today, yes, I'm doing just a little bit of preventive maintenance. I don't want my transmission to blow up. Alright, here's my transmission, sort of kind of rebuilt, inspected, cleaned up, relubricated. One of the notable modifications I've made is on the input shaft. In between the pulley and the input shaft boss here, I have installed this collar, which on the inside, I don't know what the heck it's from, but there's a rubber seal on the inside. I was having problems with the grease leaking out, sort of weeping, if you will. So it still leaks a little bit, but it's better than what it was before. And as well, on the end here, I've installed a clip here. I had problems with the pulley would start floating around because the set screw doesn't really hold it in all that well. The pulley, that is. So, and I put a little bit of Loctite on the set screw. So along with that clip, the pulley should stay in pretty nicely now. Other than that, I just kind of cleaned it up, inspected it. Nothing out of the ordinary. Bearings are still kind of in good shape. So cleaned it up, re-lubricated it, and put it all back together. Alright, so here's the moment I think a lot of people have been waiting for. I'm going to start working on my shifter mechanism. So I bought two small items I think I'm going to need to make this work right. Got two 1/4 inch drive ratchets. Bought them at a generic dollar store. I think I paid $6 for both of them. So definitely not made for quality, but that's okay. So I'm going to hack these up a little bit, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to use these for. Okay, so for this to work right, I want to make like a slapstick shifter, or like how you would think of a motorcycle or dirt bike shifter to work. Like you'd either kick it down or kick it up, and then the shifting lever would return to a neutral position. So for me to do that, I need ratcheting mechanism. So that's what these two 1/4" drive ratchets are going to be for. So here's my starting point. Is the old shift linkage arm. So I have to basically, what I'm kind of planning to do here is I'm going to attach one ratchet directly on top of the old shift arm. Now it's going to be, the ratchet is going to be facing one way and the other ratchet is going to be facing the other way. So I'm going to have the drive part, I'm going to have the piece of metal come up over around the bolt, and I'll put in a 1/4" square hole for this ratchet to sit in. And then it's going to snake over, come back up and over top of this ratchet for the other ratchet, which will be mounted up here. Now that one will be ratcheting in the other direction, mind you. So basically what happens here is these ratchets are going to be sandwiched on top of each other. So when I pull on my shifting lever up by where I'm sitting at, I'm going to have one cable pull on the ratchet one way and the other one pull on it the other way. Now what that's going to do is that's going to allow it to click into a different position, and since these are ratcheting, they will work with each other. They won't bind up on each other because when this one is pushing one way, the other one, it's ratcheting. So I have free motion of whatever position I want this shifting arm to be in. It's really, it's pretty complicated, but I don't know how else I'd make it work like this. So with that in mind, I guess I got to get started, huh? Okay, so what I've got done so far is I've welded a washer onto the edge of the driver for the ratchet. Now what that's going to allow me to do, what I can do here is I have this piece here. Now if we put these two pieces together, they make a 1/4" square. So with that in mind, I can put this in like this, put the clamping edge on it. So here we have my ratcheting assembly. It's bolted on, so works for now. I'm considering some design changes, so you're going to have to bear with me here. Okay, I'm kind of switching gears here at the moment. I've made this mounting piece, I guess you want to call it. I'm going to be using this to mount my actual shifting lever. It will be mounted on the end here, and I'm going to weld this end to the frame of the go-kart. So yeah, I kind of switched gears. I was messing with the transmission and the shifter and stuff, and I was getting frustrated because what I wanted to do wasn't really working out, so I'm going to do this stuff instead. So once again, here's my this is my shifting lever right here. It was off a old riding mower. I straightened the shaft out completely. There was a bunch of bends and stuff in it, but nice and straight now, and connected down on the base here with my I don't know what the heck you want to call this kind of mount thing. So I'm going to weld this end onto the chassis, and this will be where my shifter pivots. So I'm going to do that. So like I said, I changed gears, and so I installed the shifter. Just a little piece of tubing coming out and then straight up. So it's kind of out to the side here. Shouldn't be in the way of my legs or anything. I like test fitted like 3 or 4 times, so should work good there. I think for right now, I thought I was going to be a genius, but I'm turning out to, it's not going to look like I'm going to have that accomplished. Might turn this assembly around 180 degrees. This, I don't know if this wrench thing's gonna work or not, unfortunately. So, I'm gonna fabricate an arm, another arm, I guess, and it's gonna come out here. And I'm gonna have a 90-degree transfer, and then I'll just have a rod run up to the bottom of the shift lever, or up here, one of those two holes. So if I push the shifter forward, there'll be a little mechanism here. There'll be a linkage go here, and then the linkage will come up, and it will turn the shifter. So, wow, that was a mouthful. But I might be done for tonight. Just getting kind of frustrated, tired, etc. So, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time. Oh, if you have any ideas on my shifter, let me know. Okay, later.